Hello everyone, welcome to the new lecture on the subject of business communication. In this lecture, we are going to discuss the chapter 3 types and drafting of business letters. In the last lecture on this topic, I have gave you a brief introduction regarding what is meant by business letters, how these letters are important and why they are useful in the day-to-day business. Similarly, I talked about these 8 types of business letter. So in the last lecture we discussed what these letters are. So from this video we will talk in detail about each type of business letter. So in this lecture I will be talking details about inquiry letter and order letter. So let's start with the first letter, that is inquiry letter. It is a letter written to inquiry the information related to something. It can be written if a person wants to buy an item or wants to go on a trip, etc. The objective of the inquiry letter is to make a request to the recipient. In other words, it is written to get the response from the recipient with the action that satisfies the inquiry. So in this first paragraph, a general meaning of the word inquiry letter is given. So as you can understand from this paragraph, the letter is written with the purpose of asking some information. Now when we are talking about business letters, we can say an inquiry letter is written by a customer to the businesses when they want to buy some product or when they are interested in their products and services. The objective of the inquiry letter is very simple, that is, whatever questions you have or whatever information you need, you are expecting a reply from the seller. Now further they have mentioned various types of inquiry letters. First is unsolicited inquiry. An unsolicited inquiry letter is written by a potential buyer interested in the best bargain. He does it at his own initiative and convenience. So the first thing you have to understand here is the word unsolicited. Unsolicited here means to ask for the inquiry or to make inquiry on your own, that is because of your own interest. And unsolicited basically means not asked for, that is the business or the seller has not asked for your inquiry, but it is because of your own interest you are making such inquiry. So this type of inquiry is called as unsolicited inquiry. The person writes to firms that sell the kind of goods he requires or provides the kind of service he needs, trying to elicit information on price, cost, quality, availability, and other terms of sale. An unsolicited inquiry, since it is at the writer's initiative, has to be written in such a way that it gets the required response. So that is the second important thing here, that is in case of unsolicited inquiry, because the seller has not asked for your inquiry, you have to make sure that the letter is written in such way that you will get a reply or response to your inquiry. The writer should be able to give a complete idea of his requirement and the reason for his inquiry in clear terms. If the inquiry is long, the writer can prefer to adopt a questionnaire format in the letter. So basically in the last 2-3 lines they have given some tips, because this is the inquiry that you are making on your own. That is why you have to make sure it is written very clearly and precisely so that you will receive the response. So that is first type, unsolicited inquiry. Unsolicited means not asked for, that is the businessman has not asked you to make the inquiry, you are making the inquiry on your own. Second is solicited inquiry. A solicited inquiry is in response to an advertisement, sales letter of a seller. So lastly, I told you what is meant by unsolicited. Unsolicited means what? Not asked for. Now here solicited is your reply or response to the advertisement or sales letter of a seller. So here we can say that solicited means the inquiry which is asked for by publishing some advertisement or by sending some sales letter. So here what happens is that the seller might give advertisement of his product in the newspaper, or he might send you a sales letter, and in response to that advertisement or sales letter you are making the inquiry. So such type of inquiry is called as solicited inquiry. Last is inquiries asking for a favor. Certain letters of inquiry seek the favor of an information with or without a commercial proposition. So here a trade might not be involved, that is you are not trying to buy something or you are not trying to sell something. So few examples are given. As you can see, a research scholar particularly engaged in market research may send a letter of inquiry with a questionnaire to a firm. So here trade or commercial transaction is not there. The person is asking for some information about the company. So that is inquiry asking for a favor. So these are the three types of inquiry letters. Now here I have mentioned few hints for drafting inquiry letters. So if in your exam you are asked to draft an inquiry letter, following points you should consider. First, inquiry letter should be written like a formal letter. It must include the sender's contact details, address or email address at the beginning of the letter. Second, letter of inquiry must contain all the aspects of the inquiry items. Number 3, it should contain the date and address of the receiver. Number 4, add the subject of the letter precisely to give some idea of what will be discussed in the letter. Number 5, make sure to add a salutation at the start and your signature, name and designation at the end of the letter. Number 6, it should be written concisely and clearly. And last, mention the reason and inquiry details. So all these things you have to follow while drafting inquiry letter. Now next is order letter. So let's see what is meant by order letter. An order letter is usually written when you need to assign orders for goods. It is quite common and it is written almost on a daily basis. The language of the letter, however, needs to be formal, and the letter follows a standard format since the information is very specific. An order letter needs to be penned down the terms and condition of the purchase. These benefit both the involved parties. It generally contains details such as product specification, their quantities, a price that the parties have agreed upon, date of delivery, what to do in case there occurs a late delivery. So in these two paragraphs they have tried to mention what the order letter is all about. So in very simple terms, order letter is nothing but a person placing order for goods and services to buy them. So here again we can see few hints for drafting order letter. The first is the letter should be very precise. There is no pep talk or casual talking required here. That is, you have to be specific. You have to write what you need, what you are trying to place the order. Second, the language should be easy while also being formal. Number 3, do not make any mistakes in the specification and quantities. That is, you have to mention very clearly what type of product and in how much quantity you want to place order for. Avoid spelling and grammatical errors. Number 5, stick to the topic, that is avoid unnecessary detail. Number 6, be polite. You are ordering for goods, you are not ordering the person. Number 7, avoid using too many adjectives. Number 8, don't use jargons. Jargons means technical terms or technical language. Number 9, don't hesitate to place the order, but don't forget to plan before writing. So using these hints, you can carefully draft the business letter, that is order letter. Thank you.